It's me, Mario in the game. You probably know my name.
Hey everyone, Josh Lauer here, and in this video I just want to do like a little talk video and talk about a video game that really has me over the head lately. And I wanted to make this video for so long right now, but I was always avoided doing it because I knew I would be upset making this video. So anyway, in this video we are going to be talking about the bad online service that Super Mario Maker 2 has. Now this video might be kind of late because the game's already almost a year old, but I feel that Nintendo has already given the game like 2 updates. They still haven't fixed the bad online service. So in this video I just want to talk about why I think the Mario Maker 2 online is so bad. And I hope everyone can agree with me on this point because I don't want anyone to be upset with me. I'm just giving my honest opinion on what I think is like everyone should agree with me because we all know that the Mario Maker 2 online is bad. And in this video I just want to be talking about why the game is bad. I mean, the game itself is not bad, it's just the online play with the online multiplayer and versus and co-op is just bad. Alright, so with no further ado, let's begin. So pretty much the biggest problem that Super Mario Maker 2's online has is, of course, the lag. If you don't know what lag is, it's like when you're playing an online game and the game just goes frame by frame because of how bad the internet is. And that's pretty much what happened here. The Mario Maker 2 online has so much bad lag in it. And let me let you guys know, I was super excited to be playing Super Mario Maker 2, mainly because of its online multiplayer games. So I was like super excited because this is actually the very first time a 2D game has online play. And I was thinking I was gonna love the online play, but it turns out I don't because of how bad the online service is and how bad it lags every single few minutes or so. Yeah, so this is pretty much the main problem of Super Mario Maker 2's online is that it lags so much. Every time you like go to a new area or like try to play a new game, it just takes so long to like start it because of how bad and long the lag is. And even when you start the game, and even when you want to quit the game, which I happen to do multiple times, I can't even barely quit the game because of how bad it lags and how long it takes to open up a menu so I can quit the game. As a matter of fact, I can literally take a piece of paper and a pencil and draw everything on screen while it's lagging due to how bad it is. And I don't know if my camera's gonna pick it up because usually sometimes when I record it, the lag doesn't happen. But here, in some areas, the lag does happen. And this is my footage of me playing Super Mario Maker 2, and I'm just showing you guys how bad the lag in online is with these few shots of the game I took while I was playing. And there are also some other times where we players of playing Super Mario Maker 2, we always tend to fight in the levels because we would always try to decide who would do which. Like try and find the keys, try and do the clear conditions, or try to open up some new areas. But most of the times we all just end up fighting because we all just want to like complete the level. And these people just like to end up cheating and just doing stuff and not letting other people give a chance to do it. And sometimes I've played tons and tons of levels that were just pretty boring and basic and generic, and sometimes weren't meant for multiplayer. They were sometimes meant for one player. Like this part right here, I literally cleared the level and none of the other parts of the level were lagging, but right when we just completed the level and got to the flagpole, it all just started to lag for some weird reason, while the other parts, like right here, like it was so clean and just not lagging and stuff. But right when we were about to get to the flagpole, like right here, see look, it just starts to lag and just every character just moves like slow and frame by frame and stuff. With all this lag going on, it's like we're watching a boring, stupid, slow slideshow instead of playing a video game due to all this lag going on. And also, I said this before, but when you're watching these clips, you might not think it's all laggy all the time, but that's because when I'm recording, it's hard to like actually put input lag in the video. So when I jump, I'm not actually jumping like rightfully. I'm just jumping around while it's lagging, so it's not really working right that way. But anyway, here's one part of Super Mario Maker 2 that I really hate. The pipe keeps on kicking us out of this lava area. So you want to know why? Because when the first person actually goes through the pipe, the animations already start to happen. But when the other players who miss their chance, they end up kicking out of the level because of the lava being at that area that the pipe was in, so it would be hard to actually get inside because, like right here, you go through the pipe, but the lava has risen over the pipe already and you can't go through it. Here's another area where you have to use the cape feather to fly up to the area. But let me remind you, you're actually trying to do this with 3 other people on screen because they would all just end up jumping and running all over the place, and it would be hard to actually time your running to actually make it to that area. And that's another bad thing I hate about this online service. Yeah, so I bet you guys pretty much understand what I'm trying to say for some levels that aren't meant for multiplayer. Because we're all just cramped up into one area and it'll be hard to like move around and stuff because of all the characters jumping and running all over the place. It's stupid because people just usually make levels that are meant for only one player only, but barely anyone in the Super Mario Maker 2 community would make levels based for multiplayer. And I need to remind you that they always do this thing where you can vote how you like the level. You can say it was bad, you can say you like it, you could say it was meh, and you could just give your vote in and they would just like get the feedback to the level. And there are literally thousands of levels that get made every day in Super Mario Maker 2. So people just usually vote boo or meh. Sometimes I vote boo because if it was up to me, I would just boo all the levels in Super Mario Maker 2 because let's be real, no one in this whole community can make a perfect Super Mario Maker level. Like, no one can make a normal Mario level in Super Mario Maker 2. Or in any Super Mario Maker game to be exact. And also, here's a stupid level that was made. This level right here is has no variety. It's just where the players just run on this flat surface. There's no enemies, there's no obstacles, there's no pipes, there's no power-ups, and they just end up just running all the way to the flagpole, and this is just really just bad creation for the level. Like, right here, they do all these messages and stuff. Like, what is that even supposed to do? That's not the point of levels. Nintendo doesn't do that in their levels. Well, except for the champion levels when they say thank you and stuff. But they have really a reason to do that because they were thanking you for playing the level. For this, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. The whole entire gameplay in Super Mario Maker 2 is just kind of messy. Oh, by the way, can we talk about the other players for a second? They're all cheating, miserable, lazy little bastards, and I hate them. Okay, that might be a little much, but it's true. I bet you guys have played Super Mario Maker 2 multiple times, and I'm pretty sure you have experienced parts in the game where many of the players will just fight and I just can't stand those online players in Super Mario Maker 2. Except for my fans, because I haven't played any games with you. I bet you guys would play nicer, so yeah. I'm not trying to throw hate to anybody, but it's true. Like, some of the players in the Super Mario Maker 2 online, they're all toxic bastards. Like right here, I mean, this is a part I accidentally did. I accidentally stole the key from Luigi, and I accidentally opened the door. And there are also some other times, and pretty much all the time, where some players would just sit back and let one person do all the boss fights and the obstacles and stuff, and the other players would just sit back, and then they would just, when the person who literally did all the work have the key or the clear condition, some other players would just sneak in and just steal the clear condition or the key and just take all the credit. That's stupid. I don't know why Nintendo did that to begin with. Like, I felt they should have, had, I don't know how to put this. Like, they should have just had, the person that literally did the work, like, right here, the clear condition. I wish the person who did it would just stay right there and, the clear condition would just stay with that person, and even if you, the person touches on their head or something, they would just, they would still keep the clear condition. I don't know why they went for, if you step on it with your head or step on one of the other players with your head, you could take the clear condition or the key. That's really sucks. Here's one part I forgot to talk about. So, yeah, this is a clear condition where you have to ride a red Yoshi, and I accidentally hit the red on-off switch, and the Toadette is actually wanting to get to the level, but she was just waiting for me to, hit the switch, or he or she for me to hit the switch, and then she would just get to the flagpole. I just really hate that. Once you you can literally mess up anywhere if you play online with people. They would always try to take the key. People are lazy and they just don't want to do anything. It's literally nobody wants to do anything. If they don't want to do anything in the Super Mario Maker 2 online game, then why are they even playing it to begin with? Because there are many other people that actually do end up doing. Sorry, I got a little error right there. But anyway, people just like, many people would just like not do all the work, and they would just have one person defeat the boss or defeat like the obstacle or puzzle, and then when they do that, they would just like take all the victory and just clear the goal by themselves. It's almost like nobody even wants to do anything in the game. If they don't want to do anything and not do all the work, why are they even playing this game to begin with? Because that's the point. To play a game, you have to like do all these obstacles and stuff. You're not supposed to just sit there and just have other people do the work for you. You're supposed to be helping or doing it yourself. And may I remind you, we're literally paying $20 a year for this bad online service. Nintendo, I don't want free NES or SNES games. I want a good, clean, decent, smooth running online service, not this lagging bull BS. As a matter of fact, we were actually closer to this with the Wii U, and now it looks like we've gone a step backwards. The Wii U's online service was completely free. We didn't have to pay $20 a year like we're doing right now with the Switch. And the online was actually really smooth. Well, at the time, the original Super Mario Maker game didn't have bad online, not even the multiplayer stuff. But right here, it just feels like they've gone a step backwards. It's just like they took 2 steps back from what they were supposed to do. People stealing the victory, not wanting to do all the work and stuff, and just like speeding in to take all the credit and stuff. And some levels that are not even meant to be played on multiplayer to begin with. Also, here's a level where it has the beat blocks from Super Mario 3D World, and what you have to do here is that you actually have to listen to the rhythm, and you actually have to, it's based on your timing and all, and you have to step on the next beat block once it changes to the beat. And that would actually be really hard to do with all this input lag, all these stupid online players that really don't want to do anything, and it's just really hard to concentrate with all this madness going on. It's like we can't even play or do anything in this game because of how bad it is. It's like it's not even fun, and it's not even the fault of the creators of the stage, although it kind of is because they would sometimes make levels that weren't meant for multiplayer and were meant for just one player to play. But it's still not their fault. It's just that Nintendo actually refuses to make better online service when they literally gave this game 2 updates, and they had plenty of times. They pretty much had no excuse to not change the online service. And we still have bad lagging, bad online service, and all this madness going on. And also, let me say this: when Super Mario Maker 2 first came out, we weren't even able to play with our friends right now. We had to wait like an update later until they like gave the option for you to play with your friends. Why do they just wait for like several months or so, and then they just add something that was supposed to be there from the start? Like, I don't want to play with these random people at sometimes. I just want to play with my friends that I have on my Nintendo Switch friend code option. Like right here in this area. At the top of this level right here, this is like one of those vertical level, no, not vertical, like side rectangle, I don't know what it's like, hang on. Yeah, it was vertical. So this is like one of those vertical levels, and there was like a vine on top of this vertical level, and it's actually there was actually a door on top of it, and I'm literally the only one trying to get the key all the way down at this area. But then all the other players wouldn't really help out, and they would just like sit there and just wouldn't do anything. They just want one person to do all the work and not like have anyone else do it. And here's one spot where the lag would not stop. It kept freezing every second. It kept like not going. It just went frame by frame every like 5 or 6 seconds. And it's like, and I actually ended up quitting the level after like a full minute of this madness. Also, there's one more thing that I really wanted to address. So there are these certain moments in the game where you're just like, you feel like you're at the first person, like trying to get to the goal while the other players are just goofing off and not doing anything. But then there's actually one person just waiting there at the goal, and then they just tease the person until like they were waiting for so long, and then right when that other players start to come, they just go into the goal. Like, I hate when they do that. Like, they just stand there and wait foolishly for the other players to like reach to the top of the flagpole, but then they would just just wait there and just when they first get to that area where the flagpole is, they would just tease the other player into thinking they actually won the goal. But like, look right here, Toadette's at the top waiting right there for the other player to try and make it to the flagpole, but then Toadette actually ends up getting to the flagpole, teasing the other people that are actually doing the work, and like freaking, well, not really doing the work, like they just wait there stupidly for the other people, and they just end up teasing them once they reach the flagpole. So yeah, in conclusion, Super Mario Maker 2's online is so bad and needs to be fixed, but Nintendo actually refuses to do so. Nintendo, I love you. I love you so much. You are literally the best video game company in the world right now. Same goes for Sega. And Super Mario Maker 2 is a really awesome video game, but it's just Nintendo just refuses to make the online stable enough, and they would just give us free NES games and Super Nintendo games, and just give us all these new abilities and power-ups we can put in our levels now. But the most important thing they need to fix, and I don't think will ever get fixed anytime soon, is the bad online service. And it doesn't look like Nintendo's going to be upping their game anytime soon.
Go.